Cheng Yi's traffic is underrated, generally serene, fans amplify stunts at crucial points in time. During this time frame, there has been a ton of information about the GQ occasion, and numerous netizens are focusing on which craftsmen can take part as planned. Each time there is a comparative huge scope occasion, the specialists will spruce up to join in, so many netizens are likewise anticipating this occasion you can see the great exhibition of your own craftsmen. Many fans and companions will continuously focus on the whereabouts of their specialists, so they can know prior whether the craftsman will partake in the occasion, fundamentally to preheat the advancement for their craftsmen before the occasion, so that when the occasion authoritatively begins, will likewise draw in some consideration. Each time that occasion is held, the specialists of a similar period will be looked at, particularly a few well-known craftsmen with somewhat high traffic. This time, before the authority declaration of the occasion, everybody has proactively seen Cheng Yi, Wang Hedi and Wang Yabo and other well-known male specialists showed up at the practice scene of the occasion. In the wake of discovering that their specialists were going to partake in the occasion, everybody additionally began their own exposure. Based on the ongoing circumstance of this special warm-up, everybody appears to have misjudged Cheng Yi's genuine traffic. In the beyond 2 years, Cheng Yi's fame has been getting ever more elevated, yet truth be told, he seldom has an excessive openness, and sporadically gets on the hot rundown. Since there are new dramatizations broadcasting in real time or works being recorded, he can be called she is an extremely relaxed traffic craftsman. During the warm-up exposure process this time, the exposure of Cheng Yi's fans is major areas of strength for extremely. The justification for why everybody feels as such is on the grounds that Cheng Yi and his fans are normally extremely relaxed. Under the rundown, there is no conscious analysis from fans, despite the fact that Cheng Yi's measurements in all angles are exceptionally high. This is likely the motivation behind why fans follow the right expert. Cheng Yi is normally extremely serene. Everybody seldom sees it in significant projects or occasions, as a matter of fact. Since Cheng Yi entered the business, he has been zeroing in on film and TV works, and seldom takes part in theatrical presentations. The warm-up exposure of the fans this time can be said to have provided Cheng Yi with a ton of face, which likewise made more netizens anticipate Cheng Yi's appearance and execution in this occasion. According to each perspective, Cheng Yi is adequately calm. As a matter of fact, he has previously accomplished a hit through the show only a couple of years prior. Around then, his exhibition and state were extremely calm, and he didn't purposely make a lot for himself. Group-oriented or publicity. In the beyond couple of years, he has contributed some top-notch manages his own endeavors, and his acting abilities have additionally been perceived and upheld by additional crowds. Taking a gander at Cheng Yi now, he has the certainty to partake regardless, in light of the fact that he has enough out-of-the-world characters and excellent showstoppers, so fans decide to heat up his advancement right now, and it can likewise cause many individuals who do stand out to companions refamiliar with him. Simultaneously, this timing is likewise excellent, on the grounds that as of now Cheng Yi is a well-known male craftsman who needs information and works. In the beyond 2 years, Cheng Yi has made it to where he is today, and he helped out of the circle through his works and the characters he made. His advancement plan is very unique among famous male specialists. So, this time Cheng Yi truly made everybody anticipate it. With the excited exposure of fans, more individuals stand out enough to be noticed to him. Then, we will see his superb exhibition at the occasion. I accept that through this occasion, he will end up being a fan in the future. 02. The finale of The Breeze Blows Penalia, Hero. This is the most unbelievable finale I have seen toward the year's end. The most famous show that has been examined a ton in the beyond couple of months ought to be The Breeze Blows Penalia featuring Zhao Liying. On the hot pursuit, it very well may be viewed as a fruitful out of the circle. In the play, Zhao Liying, as the champion, played out the change of the job, from youthful to changes progressively. The eye show is very set up, and the old entertainers, for example, Wang Jinsong and Liu Wei played consistently and contributed their extraordinary acting abilities. Furthermore, the play puts its consideration on the improvement of the steel business, and deciphers the development of the main courageous woman. The promising and less promising times of the plot make the crowd unfit to take their eyes off, and the consistent contentions intently focus on the plot with the rapid development of the plot. The show also ushered in the finale, but after watching it, I can only say that this is the most outrageous finale I have seen at the end of this year. The Wind Blows Penalia focuses on the era and the development of the steel industry. It deduces the characteristics of the times from a small perspective. This kind of work can actually resonate with the audience, but in the later stage, the drama is actually a bit crazy, the feeling of walking Everyone knows that the heroine made her fortune mainly because she went to the north with Wu Jiansh and the others. Although the group was deceived, the heroine found new steel resources and brought them back to China for reselling to earn the difference. After experiencing the steel price dive, because of the support of the policy, the heroine ushered in the spring of her career, and then her career flourished. However, due to the amendment and enforcement of the law, the group of people was not considered to have broken the law back then, but if they looked at it again, it was suspected of smuggling. If it's just that it was okay back then, but the heroine has been relying on this way to make money all these years, so it's hard to say what's involved in their actions if they committed a crime unintentionally. Part of the reason why this matter was uncovered was that Qiu Bizhang was evading taxes, and Guo Qidong should have reported it, but because Guo Qidong also participated in the action to go to the north, his testimony was also very important. For this reason, Qiu Bizhang turned down his old face and went to look for him, but was rejected by Guo Qidong. Now Qiu Bizhang was in a hurry and was hospitalized with a cerebral infarction. Fortunately, he was rescued and escaped from prison. The remaining 4 people here still wanted to prove that they had no intention of being involved in smuggling. Guo Qidong finally let go and overturned his previous confession testimony. These 5 people were able to survive. In fact, seeing this, plus some exaggerated memories, many people have been moved to tears by the group of 5. After experiencing right and wrong, kindness and resentment, they finally let each other go. A touching father-daughter relationship was also inserted during the period. In fact, there has been a foreshadowing all the time. The heroine's father actually loved her mother so much, so because the heroine's wife is gone, he took Banxia as a gift name. But near the end, the father saw everything clearly, and chose to stand by his daughter without reservation, gave the hostess the house property certificate, and protected the hostess in time, and finally the father gradually went away. It can be said to be quite poignant. But this is not the end. Because of the policy change, the ownership of the provincial No. 2 steel group became a mystery, and it once again involved the crisis of imprisonment. The lawyer's suggestion was that Wu Jiansh should be the one to blame, but the heroine never opened this case from the beginning to the end mouth, until Wu Jiansh heard the heroine's thoughts, and offered to take the blame. In this plot, the more direct hit is the conversation between the heroine and the lawyer. She has never forgotten Wu Jiansh's kindness to her. From collecting waste back then to becoming an entrepreneur now, many of them are due to the big brother Wu Jiansh. She doesn't want to be a person who talks about business, which can be regarded as the sublimation of the whole drama. But the problem also lies here. The show seems to want to cater to the positive energy of the main theme too much. It can be said that the ending becomes more magical. The heroine has been busy for so many years. It is impossible to say that she has no sense of interest and wealth. With the company going public, she herself is only in her 30s, and she has reached a height that many people can hardly achieve in their lifetime. In this case, it's not bad if people don't drift, but the heroine really doesn't forget her original intention. She seems to be a person who can't exist in the world at all. She is too sacred, and even her behavior can't pick any fault. From the beginning to the end, everyone can see that the heroine is very loyal to the 2 brothers Tong Xiaoqi and Cheng Yi. The former went to prison for 5 years for herself. After she came out, the heroine still took him to make a fortune. Universe Naming Company. Even if the boss around her backstabbed her, but in the later stage, the heroine chose to ignore the past and everyone made money together. It can be said that the heroine's character is too idealistic, and the men around her also like her, so there is no need to mention it. It's okay to play an idle drama, but it's really a bit wrong to put it in the main drama. At the end, the main sublimation point of the drama is also put on the heroine. She didn't even ask Wu Jiansh to take the blame. In the end, the heroine did not let go of the hurdle in her heart after all. She felt that she was responsible for the large-scale pollution of the tidal flats. Efforts were in vain, and I ran to the bureau by myself. The point is that Tong Xiaoqi didn't particularly want to surrender himself because he still has a wife and children at home, but the hostess said that he couldn't pretend that nothing happened. It is no exaggeration to say that Tong Xiaoqi basically asked the hostess to give Moral's kidnapped to surrender. Although the final ending given by the show is that the 2 will be sentenced to 1 year in prison with a 1-year probation, and they will continue to pay financial compensation to their families, so they are not in prison, but such behavior is enough to make people incomprehensible. The plot of the play guarantees the correctness of the 3 views, but after all, it is incredible that a businessman finally abandons everything and chooses to surrender. In the early stage, the play has been emphasizing its own sense of realism, as well as the relationship between the era and the policy. In the end, when such a plot appears, the first feeling is that the screenwriter is crazy. There is no essential difference in handing over the treasure to the state. The heroine has never wanted to be a person who talks about business, but she puts herself on the commanding heights of morality and does everything perfectly. She even said that no behavior of the heroine in this drama can fall. Tongue, so perfect that it doesn't look like a real person, conforms to the concept but does not conform to reality, it can only be said to be outrageous. All in all, the overall texture of the wind-blowing Penelope is good, but the show's crew really chose the justice of the three views and abandoned the sense of reality at the end, so after watching it, it may feel empty, as if all efforts have paid off. The game was empty, leaving the audience feeling lost. So do you think this ending is good?